Good afternoon, potato chips. Wee Paddy again, and just another video for you today. Two today, you're getting spoiled. But I didn't do any all weekend. Wee Sally hasn't been too well. Now, she's still not back there, her fighting self again, but she's feeling a wee bit better this morning. So what have I got for you? You've seen by the title, 5 budget knives. And these are my top 5 budget knives. And why I can say that with clarity is, as you know, I have thinned out my collection. I've given away a stack of knives, I've sold knives. So I had to actually sit down and pick 5 budget knives that I wanted to keep. That no matter what, they would be in my collection because I think so highly of them. Some of them are models that are 7-year-old, but they're just flipping good. So I'm going to start with you. Ganzo. Ganzo are not dead. Don't think they're dead. I mean, there's plenty of places in America where you can now buy them without having to go through China. Here in the UK, Heine Haynes and also Moonraker. And I think there's another couple, but in the UK that actually sell Ganzo knives. But they're dearer, much dearer than getting them from AliExpress. I use AliExpress because that's all these knives that I'm showing you are under £40. This one's a tenner or somewhere about that on AliExpress. If you get it on the sales deals, this is the Ganzo. Let me just get the name of this before I make a muck. This is the Ganzo F759M. There was a time I could have just reeled all them names off. This is just a super Ganzo. This is an EDC knife, as I would call it. And the first 3 you're going to see are all EDC size knives. Budget. I say all under 40. This is the cheapest, about 10, depending on when you buy it. But just a super knife. I can't recommend this enough. And I know there's hundreds of people, my subs, that bought these and are still using them today. I love them. That's the first one I'm going to keep. The second one is the Penguin. Now, it flicks open lovely. The blade shape, it's a great blade shape. It's great for detailed cuts, and it's probably one of the reasons it's in here more than anything else, because I wanted to have something I could get straight down to the point, and I've kept this. I think personally it is a cracking knife. I really do. I think it's getting overplayed now, because there's other knives that are coming out with better Warncliffes or sheep's foots, lamb's foots that are better than this, but it's such a good knife. I love the G10, the micarta on it. It is gorgeous. And it's a thumb stud knife. And once I finish this, you'll notice that all the knives that I picked have different opening methods, because that's the way I picked them, because I had to pick them to keep all them open. The next one is QB, and I have no idea what the number is on this. I tried to go back and find it, but I haven't even done a main video, I don't think, on it yet. This is a beautiful little knife. QB had sent this to me. Gorgeous knife. Really do love it. Thin, flat grind, really high up. Well, it's flat from top to bottom, to be honest. It's absolutely beautiful. Great little slicer. Lovely little knife to use around a camp, around the house, anywhere at all. Liner lock, absolutely cracking. Super little knife. And fidgety. I mean, they're all, even this, I find a fidget knife. You put your finger here, it's a lockback, and you just give it a flick, it comes down, and down. I find that fidgety. Now, it's two-handed, well, not two-handed, it's a one-handed opener, but there's no flicking method. It's too stiff to flick. So there's 3, and they're all EDC size knives, so their blades are about 3 inches. This one is about 3 inches, but there's only a cutting edge of just over 2.5. But they're great EDC blades. They're budget, all under 40. Can't beat that for price. The next one is the fidget one, and this is the Ganzo G729. This is a super knife. It has the axis lock, or G lock as they called it. These old ones like this were a nightmare to break in, but once you broke them in, they are amazing. 440C on the two Ganzos, and the rest of the knives are in D2. So you're getting good steals for that price. This is an absolute gem. And you can get this for under 20 on AliExpress. You'll have to pay a wee bit of delivery or whatever, but what a knife. 440C absolutely takes a wicked edge. Just a beautiful work knife. I love this knife. I've had this from the first year I started. I just wouldn't get rid of it. The new ones now have an oval instead of the round hole, but exactly the same knife with the G-lock. It's just a fidget, just a machine. It's beautiful. And you can see the difference in size now. This has a blade of over 3 inches and a cutting edge of 3 1/4. So it's a bigger blade lengthwise. Sorry, I'm going down here. I'm just going to see what length this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 1/4, which all the old Ganzos, the bigger Ganzos, used to be. The last knife, but not the least, because this is just a star of a knife. Here it is, another Cubie. So we had 2 Cubies and 2 Ganzos, and then the Penguin was the other one. This one is just an absolute... If you've got a budget knife, you have to have this. This cost about 40 quid from AliExpress. 35.40. It is just a stunner. Huge big knife. Looks like an Arius blade. Very similar, you know. Forward choil here. So comfortable. D2. High flat grind. It is just... Now watch this. It's broke already. Look. For a budget knife, come on. It is just... I can't do the flicks behind that camera, so I'm not even going to try. I tried there. So there it is, upright, right? Let me see. You broke the detent, and this is a budget knife. Look. It's just gorgeous. You cannot get much better than this. And that is the star of my show. But honestly, all 5 of these, I can highly recommend them to anybody at any stage of your knife collecting. To have budget knives is always beneficial, because there'll always come a time you'll need a knife to do the mucky work. And these are the boys that'll do it for you, in my opinion. I've kept them in my collection because they're so good. They're all different opening methods. Some are similar, but there's some different ones, locking mechanisms, and the axis lock, different locks. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got 5 of your favourite budget blades, let's see them. I'd love to see what you've got and what you haven't that you'll keep in your collection, because they're so good. And to be honest with you, these knives could keep me going the rest of my day. I don't need to buy another knife. These 5 could do the whole lot. If only that would work. Have a nice day. Paddy's away.